Good evening. We got a fire going here on Strummystick on the Appalachian Trail with a fire. Yeah. You know, I never, this is the first fire I've done on this trip. I've done 430 something miles, and I haven't even, you don't light fires. You just don't do it too often. But tonight I wanted to sing you a song about fire, and so I got myself a fire going. And here we go. It's the time of year in the woods here. You can find all the wood you want, but at home it's time to get working. In the fall of the year, when you feel the winter near and the days are clear, it surely isn't good to sit by the fire and want to stoke it higher when you should be cutting more wood. From November to March, the winter winds are harsh, and the fields and the marsh, they're covered up with snow. Oh, you trudge to the shed, but you gotta scratch your head, 'cause the gosh dang pile's getting low. On wood, hardwood, there's not a stove in the world's gonna do you any good without wood. And we could be out cutting more wood. When the kindling is dwindling, the bottom logs get soggy. Those ricks of sticks and racks of stacks, it makes you wonder where they go. Barnfuls of armfuls, they only last a week or so. Then you'll be hurting for wood. Oh, the sassafras, it burns too fast, it starts the fire, but never lasts. And swamp oak likes to smoke, you blow it till you'll think you'll choke. But hickory is just a tree to remind you of the ecstasy of having a pile of good wood. I said wood, firewood. There's not a stove in the world's gonna do you any good without wood. We could be out cutting more wood. Oh, the Scandia and the Yodel brands, they're made so far across the sea. The Fisher kind and Timberline, they're made here in this country with all the rest put to the test. The one I liked the very best was the one my Uncle Wade, he made for me. He took an oil drum and welded some piping from the septic tank, and fore and aft he cut a draft, and then he made a damper crank with an old broom from the back room. We painted it fire engine red, and then he said, now watch her consume your wood, hardwood. There's not a stove in the world that's gonna do you any good without wood. And we could be out cutting more wood. When the spring rolls around and I spade the muddy ground, I have often found when I lay my saw away, the shed is empty, and yet you can make a bet that I'll forget to be cutting more wood. The old timers say to split a little every day and stack it away to season well. But from March to November, I rarely do remember. December will find me in a rut. Without wood, hardwood, there's not a stove in the world's gonna do you any good without wood. And we could be out cutting more wood. Great song by Dillon Bustin. Midwesterner, but it works here too.